Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Underground Treehouse Podcast, a podcast that discusses and reviews music of all genres. I'm one-fourth of your host, Ruben. Joining me as always is Isaac.
Hello, hello.
Marcos.
Hi.
And Keenan.
What up?
And this week we're going to be reviewing the newest release by Paramore. Holy shit. This is why. Keenan's pick, but as always, before we get into that, we're going to be giving you our music recommendation of the week as well as our local beer recommendation of the week. Isaac, start us off with music.
So I've been into this artist named Amalu, and
oh yes,
you already know, baby. She has a song called Northside, which is fucking phenomenal. But the song that I'm recommending is called Same Old Ways. It's some good shit, bro. Her voice is so soothing, real good flow, and just overall, just like not to be so simple about it, but it's just a vibe, bro. She's just real chill with her shit, real slick with her shit. So if you like, I guess, what would you say, like pop rap or
yeah,
or like indie? I don't know, bro.
Well, she's like on that new wave of like UK R&B. So if you listen to anything like Green Tea or like like Joy Crooks, it's kind of like I guess pop rap.
Yeah, because she has a flow, but at the same time, so pretty much if you like good vocals and even better delivery, check her out.
All right. The artist I got for you guys today is Blum. That's spelled B-L-U-H-M. It's a duo based in the suburbs of Detroit. They are a synth indie pop band.
Damn.
They only have 1,600 listeners on Spotify, so please go run them up. They're so good. Songs are super beautiful. Their lyrics are super lovey-dovey. And I'm pretty sure their bio says it's music for lovers and leavers. So very you get very cigarettes after sex vibe. The song I have for you guys is You Go First, and again that's by the artist Blum.
Yeah, my recommendation for the week is by a hardcore thrash deathcore band called Doomsday. From the Bay Area, Rift City, Bad Boys, Oakland, thrash behemoths. You already fucking know. They go hard as shit.
God damn.
We're listening to them in the inside Ruben's house before this, and we were having a conversation. And it was my turn to pick a song, and as soon as those chords ripped, motherfuckers all stopped talking and took a moment to appreciate life.
We literally all stopped talking.
It was a showstopper.
We all,
bro.
for the first time, experienced an orgasm together. Shit was amazing. Some would say
spiritual experience.
Yeah, some would say it would be a spiritual experience. Yeah, a bonding. Yeah, it would be. All thanks to Doomsday. Yup.
Aye, Captain.
Yes, sir. Well, that is mine. My recommendation. They came out with an EP called Depictions of Chaos.
My recommendation of the week is going to be one of the two producers from the hip-hop groups, or from the R&B group Sonder, D-Pat. So, just shout out Sonder real quick. Brent Faiyaz, D-Pat, and Atu. You need to listen to it. If you like Brent Faiyaz, they elevate him to a whole new level. But I want to shout out D-Pat specifically because he has two beat tapes. He has Bloom and he has Left Unsaid. And this, oh man, it's hard to even really put into words, but his production is next level, man. His use of samples, he's very abstract yet soulful. It's like a very, very beautiful combination of the two sounds. He hasn't released anything new, so unfortunately these are a little bit of an older recommendation, but you need to be on top of him if you're into any type of hip-hop or R&B production, because this dude is at the top of the game, 100%. D-Pat, D-P-A-T. And again, the projects are Bloom and Left Unsaid. I think Bloom is on streaming services, but Left Unsaid is I can only find it in a long form YouTube video. So I don't even know what the songs are called, but just listen to the whole thing. It's fucking good. All right, our local beer recommendation of the week is going to be our second beer from Gravity Bound. It's going to be their newest IPA, the Moontan. Off their description from Instagram, this delightful style distills the best parts of hoppy goodness while leaving everything else behind. Loaded up with Citra, Strata, Columbus, and Cascade hops, you'll get loads of bright citrus and passion fruit notes on top of a hoppy dank base. While it clocks in at 7% ABV, the body suggests something more akin to your favorite light lager.
They ain't lying. That shit is dank as hell.
Dank as fuck, baby.
Yeah, I need to go get a growler of this shit because this shit's
Perfectly
kicked.
said.
Yeah,
Well
and
said.
that's a good point, Marcos, because this is new. At the time of reading this post was made 6 days ago. It's a brand new beer. We don't know if it's canned, so you need to get there and you need to get that shit off the tap, get it in a growler. Again, ride your bike. You'll get $1 off your first pint. 100% worth it. And again, that's going to be the Moontan IPA from Gravity Bound Brewing off of 3rd Street near Lomas.
Hell yeah. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
baby.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. This is Why by Paramore. Keenan, what led you to this pick?
This is a band. If you've heard of them, you know a hit from them. If you've never heard of them, you know a hit from them. This band is still making great music.
Oh,
Pretty good.
a peek into the review already.
They're
Yeah.
still making great music. Is it a change? I guess we'll see.
Yes, we'll have to find out.
But again, this is one of those bands that's just so iconic. You know the name. You know the lead singer. She's constantly in the news with standing up for something. Very political. And so if you're not familiar with the band, you're definitely familiar with the songs. And so this name is just so iconic. And this is one of the bands from our generation. And so to see that they came out with a new album, you know, it's hard not to see. They're all over the place. So of course I'm going to pick this album.
Great pick, man. Absolutely. And that's a very good point because I've never listened to Paramore. But I've never listened to any of their albums. But like you said, Keenan,
What?
I know
What?
all the hits.
You know
I
all
know
the
all the
hits.
hits. No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Paramore never just really they never grabbed my attention, other than the hits. Like I've never felt the need to.
This dude
Listen
was
to a full
downloading
album, but-
bootlegs off of LimeWire, though.
What?
While Paramore was popping off.
What?
So.
No.
This fool listen to
Hey,
Bjork, though.
FBI, don't listen to him, bro. They fucking raid my computers, dog. What the?
Would you download a car, Ruben?
You wouldn't download a car. But yeah, no, yeah, you're right. This is definitely a huge band, and it's their first album since 2019,
17.
17.
17.
Jesus
After
Christ, man.
laughter. After laughter.
Right. So it's been a minute since we've heard anything new from them. See, let me
But
just pull
what's
this up.
cool though is there are 2 members within Paramore, including Haley, that they have their own side projects going on. So since their last release as Paramore, they've been making music still.
Right.
So whether it's been self releases or a part of another band, so they're still active.
And that's a guitar player, right?
No, Zach Farrow is the drummer.
Oh, he's the drummer. Okay, well, just getting right into the sound. So, like I said, I have never listened to a full project from them. I was actually a little surprised that like the more I don't know how to say it exactly, like indie kind of poppier sound. Do they normally have music like that? Or is
Yes.
this a completely new sound?
Yes.
This sound is new to them.
As a band. Yes.
As
this
a band.
This is completely new.
No, this is very along the lines of exactly like how they sound, though.
You're tripping.
How am I tripping? This literally sounds like fucking
Like you're saying it sounds like Riot?
Because God, no.
No, it sounds
Or
like
Brand New Eyes. Shit.
But yeah, because I mean, like I said, I'm familiar with the hits, so I was expecting just straight punk through and through. Like I didn't expect to hear
So that's the thing.
so much of this.
That's the thing. Like when you think Paramore, you're thinking Riot Paramore, which was that heavy, fast-paced pop punk,
Right.
which is that's where all the hits are, and it's they do kind of get into like that more like indie sound, but their latest release After Laughter is definitely more like dance and like pop.
Yeah, and that's what I'm referring to because this gives me Hard Times vibes. Hard Times vibes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was After Laughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
exactly. I'm talking about After Laughter. I'm talking about from their fucking debut album. They've grown since then.
No, yeah, of course. So that's
True,
what
but I feel like After Laughter was more like a throwback to like 80s sound.
it definitely was.
You
It
know what I mean?
was.
And I don't get like 80s vibes from this.
It was literally like 80s like dance pop. Like
I don't know. We're gonna have to debate on that. Fucking hell.
We already are. God
I
damn.
know, right?
But I mean, it's safe to say that they definitely just don't stay within the realm of punk. Like they've moved on. And if you've listened to Paramore, obviously this isn't news to you. This is news to me. So that's
Well,
why I asked.
bro, this is-
Everybody listening right now is like,
this is
yeah,
just-
fucking duh.
It's
But
all rock at this point. This is just all rock.
it's just all rock. It's just all rock. So Getting into it, how do you guys feel about This Is Why, the first track? Because
That was
I
good.
heard this, and I was like,
That was
this
good.
shit
This is a
sucks, dude.
statement.
It's a statement.
It's
didn't-
definitely
It
a
is a
statement.
statement.
These,
It's boppy.
these lyrics, bro.
Very boppy.
The
Huh?
lyrics on this whole album are so profound, but especially with this first song because it's literally saying, you know, we're gonna do what we do. Take it or leave it, bro. You don't like this shit? Go
Exactly.
fly a kite with no wind, bro.
Facts.
Because we're gonna
Exactly.
keep doing what we do, and if you don't like it, pound sand. And I fuck with that. I love that energy because
Yeah.
people are always saying, "Go back to the fucking old Paramore, man. Go back to misery business, blah blah." And it's
Yeah.
like, no, we're gonna evolve and we're gonna keep doing what we do. And if you're a Paramore fan, you're gonna fuck with us, and so be it. You know.
And
if
they
you're
grew
not,
and they
so
did it very well. I feel like so far in this song, in this first track, I think this
yeah,
is
the hook is kind
like
of
you said, a
annoying, but
statement.
like other than that,
A
I
statement.
completely agree.
Yeah, definitely a statement for sure.
Yeah, it sounds off the rip like they matured, but still kept the same
Like energy.
energy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The same energy.
And it's crazy because they go on to say that this is the last track that they recorded for the album, which is
Yeah,
insane.
that's fucking
And then
nuts,
to throw
dude.
it at us like that.
Yeah.
And then to go back to Isaac, what he's saying, like Haley's, they're one of their most popular songs is "Misery Business," and they don't even really play it live anymore.
They
Oh.
don't.
Be-
They hate
she
it.
stopped playing it because it's like
The lyrics
Yeah.
within the song, you know, it's just she's trying to grow as a person. She's moving past it, and like everybody is just they're hurt because that's what they want to hear.
Right.
And they just recently like started playing it,
yeah.
and so
oh, they restarted playing it.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Billie Eilish brought out Haley at like a show in like LA or something, and they played that song, and then like ever since, I'm pretty sure they've been playing it. But
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
hard.
She also
actually.
had. I think it was in Bakersfield, California, where she had a concert, and she said that she doesn't like playing the song, but for some reason she played it. I don't remember exactly the reason she gave out, but
you're just gonna shout out my hometown like that?
Whoa.
fucking crack it ass town.
up, dog?
Shout out Simone. You know who you are, bro. Bakersfield, California. That shit is
Jesus
crackhead.
Christ.
Yeah,
From Marcus from the Valley, dog.
that's some shit you don't want to say in public, dog.
Surprised you didn't start barking like Fresno Bulldog.
Bro, if some fool from the valley tells you that, bro,
Oh,
it might be chalked at that
I
point.
was gonna say that.
Yes, sir.
So it's cool because Haley is known for wearing her heart on her sleeve, and so to come out with this song, like we've been saying, it was just a statement, just very in your face. Like, you know what? If you
Yeah,
don't
Ruben
fuck
doesn't
with
like
us,
it though.
If you don't fuck with us, move on.
Well, Marcos.
Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah, you've turned into Marcus already.
Yeah,
We're
my
like
bad.
15 minutes in.
Marcus
what the
with
hell?
silver teeth, dog.
No, yeah, you're right about one part. I do not like this song. I do not like this song at all. But I'm glad that you guys, are bringing up that point with Haley Williams because she is a dope lyricist, man. She's a super dope songwriter. I really like the lyrical content pretty much from front to back. I like everything that this song is, I like everything that this album's written about,
Same.
So being on the topic of like Haley Williams and her songwriting and stuff, I love the lyrics on Liar. Just fucking, bro, she talking some shit on this.
Oh yeah.
She be talking that shit, bro. And the melody, like this song is just so like super slow. Like this is like the ballad of the album, I think. But man, she's fucking pouring her heart out, talking that shit, bro. Her performance on this is great. I do want to shout out the drummer because if I don't shout him out now and just keep it established, I'm gonna shout him out for every song.
Right.
The drummer, like the
Yeah.
drumming on this whole album is fucking dope. But
Facts.
he shined. Everybody shined on this track. This is one of my favorites for sure.
At this point in the album, the instruments, shout out to the drummer, but the instruments alone, like everything is good. They're so tight knit. They're so on point. There's no hiccups, and it's just raw. And that's like the punk aspect of them.
Yeah.
It's like they're just free flow. They're just letting everything out, and they have no hiccups, and everything is on point. Haley's voice, she still has it. It's so, even though she's like toned down a bit, I would say her singing is just, it's perfect.
Right.
And Marco said it best earlier, is that you can tell they've matured from where they started off to where they are now, and it's still bops.
100%. And real quick, sorry, just you had a good point. Just to clarify, this is the third to last track, so this is definitely in that second half. So there's a lot you have to get through to get to this. So yeah, sorry.
But no, all the instruments are good throughout the entire album. Like you said with the drummer, like everything, they're so tight knit. They're on point. They have their sound down.
I love her real just like commanding presence on a lot of these songs. When she sings, bro, and she gets in like that real like, I guess you'd say like passionate pocket, I guess, like, and you hear it like it like almost like cracks in her voice a little bit, you know, but not in a bad way. And it on a lot of points on this album, you feel it, you know. Like you said, she wears her heart on her sleeve, bro. She wears her fucking voice on her chest, bro. Like you just feel that shit. You know what I mean? And as far as this song specifically goes, like it's nice, bro. It's how you were saying, like it's so chill or whatever. Like shit, literally reminds me of a Sufjan Stevens song. Like the way it just like builds and the flavor of it. You know what I mean? I love that shit. And the ending is a straight up highlight on the entire album. Like I love the ending to this song. The ending to the song is fucking tremendous. And yeah, just really like this like more stripped back sound, you know.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Like, especially in this last half, like, I really think that they're in their pocket, like, in this latter half where it's very, like, slow down, you know what I mean? They sound impeccable at the end of this shit.
Yeah, I really like the heavenly sound this song had, because I'm not really into, like, slow jams like this. I have to be in the mood for it, but I could not find, like, I cannot find the effort to skip the song, man. It's just when her vocals hit, when that slow beat came in, it's just like fucking hell. And she wrote it with it, man. And like, just what you said earlier too is just like you could tell that she's singing with pure emotion. Like she's forgetting that she's in the studio and she's just singing like she's in the fucking shower, just after a heartbreak.
Damn.
Yeah, really in emotion, bro. It's like you could tell that she's not doing this for fucking money or for the bag. She's doing this to stab someone in their fucking heart.
And then that leads us right into the very next song, Crave, which again hits all the same points that I talked about with Liar, which is like,
but better.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say
Yes.
so.
I
mean,
wouldn't say so.
Really?
Yeah, but go off. You go first.
Okay, well, just real quick, like it's very close because, like I said, I love this whole second half and these two songs specifically, but I love the dog. Anything fucking nostalgic sounding, anything talking about nostalgia, that shit gets me hella cozy, bro. And like she just has a really good way of portraying that. Like her lyrics convey that sense super well. And then again, like we said, the instrumentation, bro. This band, it's almost like it's not math rock, but it sounds math rocky with how like tight and concise they play.
Bro, they sound like Block Party.
Oh yeah, there you go. I fucking love Block Party. Good shit. Yeah, dude, it's just a wonderful song. I fucking love this song. It's my favorite song in the album.
Damn.
Yes. Favorite song off the album?
Favorite song.
Fucking hot
Yes.
take.
Yeah.
Trash take.
What?
I'm just joking. It's pretty good.
So I would say compared to the rest of the album, this song is definitely a step down.
Oh,
Compared to what? I wasn't listening. I was ignoring you. Sorry. What'd you say?
he said it's a step down.
From the previous song?
No, from the whole album.
As far as the
Oh.
energy of the album,
Yeah.
as far as the
I agree with
energy,
that.
everybody just
Uh,
everybody's just about to write me off. As far as the
He
sound,
was.
as far as the sound of the album, this song was definitely it was toned down. I'm sorry, it would be toned down compared to everything else that we've had so far.
uh-huh.
And like Ruben, you explained it perfectly. This band already being nostalgic in itself, we get these nostalgic lyrics and that nostalgic sound. They couldn't have wrote a better song. Literally, like you said, just talking about nostalgia and how she's just longing for the glory days and wanting to relive them because they were once on top of the world and here they are. They're mellowing out. This is like their plateau. They're like that aging band that's just kind of like, and we're just going to keep putting out music, but psych, here we are. We're still kind of going up because everybody knows who the fuck we are.
Seriously.
And this song perfectly describes everything there.
Yeah, this song reminds me of that episode from The Office where Andy says, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old...
The good old, bro.
The
What?
What's your gun sound like, Isaac?
Sorry, that was my beef. That was my beef curtains calling. My bad. Spence. Oh, because when I fuck him, my dick goes stupid.
No, that's my gun.
Oh,
My gun, baby.
Hell yeah.
my guns go boom, boom. Your guns drool on this.
Yeah. Fuck, what cartoon is it where they shoot and then the gun just like fucking...
Oh, the Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
It is a Looney Tunes, yeah. It is fucking...
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah. Oh, it is the Elmer Fudd where he gets a shotgun and then...
It's all
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all limp.
Yeah.
Literally, my guns right there.
I thought I saw some pussy.
I thought I saw a pussycat. You mean, dog? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Control yourself, homie.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love the lyrics in this song because it reminds me of that episode from The Office where Andy says, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old times while you were in the good old times. And like that's literally what this song is about. And I fuck with that. I literally have in my notes, this is like the Ruben effect, because I remember me and you always talking about like nostalgia and the way it plays a factor in our like
Oh.
happiness essentially,
Yeah.
and the way that it could either affect you negatively or positively, you know.
Word.
I don't know, that's what it reminded me of. But
Good shit.
yeah, otherwise though, like this song is very relatable, and anybody who's ever had a longing for, you know, the past and the way things used to be, then yeah, you'll get a kick out of this song. Hayley Williams does a great job of putting herself into the mind of the listener.
This song could definitely be a banger if you were paying attention to the lyrics, or a horrible song depending on how you perceive nostalgia. Because some people hate nostalgia, especially these days and age.
How so?
People just hate that our generation markets off of it
And like glorifies it.
and glorifies it.
Oh,
Like,
I get what you're
okay,
saying.
we get
Yeah.
it, move on.
Yeah.
So you're saying
But-
like the fact that they're making a song about that, people could hate it.
Yeah, because
Oh.
I've met some people that are just like tired of hearing nostalgia, tired of it, tired. Okay, they're remaking fucking the Mermaid, the Lion King, all this shit, like, you know, and they're just like tired of hearing just the word nostalgia. So
Right.
it could be a drag to certain people, but not me. I like nostalgia. I like, you know, remembering the old days and stuff like that. I don't care if they mark it off of it. Still a good song. I honestly think it's a little bit of a lesser composed song than the previous song, Liar. I think Liar is a better composed altogether, better song. I could find myself skipping this song more than Liar. Liar is non-skippable. Liar is definitely non-skippable, but this song just didn't flow as well as Liar did.
All right, so we kind of already like talked about the sound and everything and how they're maturing. So like we can dive into the lyrics, and I feel like one of the heavy topics of the album was in the song "The News," because it's something we've all been through, and it's something we're still going through, and we're probably gonna continue to go through stuff like this throughout our lives, and that's war.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't know. I think we should be looking at the news from very verified sources. Don't be fucking watching no Fox News, bro. But like with the topic of war and everything, like I can see, you know, why like exposing yourself to that shit would be tough. Like it's like we have so much shit going on in our own lives. You know what I mean? Do we really need to see all this fucking other dread going on in the world? So I get it.
The answer is yes. Inform yourself, people.
No, my opinion on the news has changed recently, that it's so oversaturated where it comes to a point where you don't even want to fucking pay attention to the news.
Right.
Like, is the most important things really that important these days, or getting covered? Like, for example, the derailment in
I fucking knew it.
East Palestine,
Yeah.
Palestine, that didn't get as much coverage as fucking Rihanna over the Super Bowl. So like, at this point, a lot of people are probably just tired of just hearing the news, because the stuff that is important isn't getting as much coverage, and it happens more often than not. So
Yeah, I agree. I think people are fucking over it, bro. People are fucking over it, and I think people want to. I think people are kind of sick of the bullshit, and they just kind of want like a straight answer, a straight shooter. The news has become so sensational now that it doesn't matter what the fuck it's about. We need a fucking body count. We need to know how many people are affected. We need to know the tragedy behind it. But they don't give a fuck. And I love that the lyrics are about seeing this tragedy, seeing the bloodshed, seeing all this shit, and being pretty much feeling helpless to do nothing about all these things going on because, one, you live in fucking first grade country or first world country, aka America for us, and then two, feeling like, living behind your screen, donating to some fucking random GoFundMe or whatever isn't really helping the issue at hand, or whatever, each case is different, but whatever it may be. And I don't know, that's fucking true, bro. How many people donated to, XYZ cause, but then got on Instagram, right after, fucking turned on Netflix right after, completely forgot about it, like there's no staying power. There's nothing to this shit anymore. Because, I mean, how many mass shootings has there been this year? Like fucking 50 already? Like, and people don't give a fuck. They only care when there's a lot of dead people. That's the only time people care nowadays. You know what I mean? It's and I don't mean to bring it on such a surface level thing, like such an American problem as mass shootings, but it's fucking true, bro. It's fucking true. Like people don't give a fuck unless it affects them. You know what I mean? And people only want to help, it seems, for the clout points. But Haley Williams is fucking...
Yeah, shout out to the fucking black screens for
bro.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
What the fuck
You're
is
really
that gonna
showing
do,
your
bro?
fucking your alliance by posting a black image on your Instagram. I do think though that at this point it's just all headlines. We're so desensitized to all this violence that it's like, there's another shooting.
It's the fact that it's a news cycle.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're
Right.
so used to it. It's being played, especially like here where we are.
Yeah.
It's nothing new to us.
Right.
Like literally, we just chalked it up to like, oh, it's just Bakersfield. It's just the South Valley. It's just this.
Uh-huh.
It's like, and it just goes. Just listen to the song, because here in the bridge, let me read you these lyrics. Explorative, performative, informative, and we don't know the half of it. Rhetorical, deplorable, turn off. Historical, and all along we called it normal. All along we called it normal.
Dog, I mean,
It's what it is.
I mean, she said it better than we ever could, bro.
Yeah, pretty
Right?
much.
Every second our collective hearts breaks. All together every single head shakes. Shut your eyes, but it won't go away. Turn on, turn off the news.
I mean, I think we said it pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we might have went a little bit deeper, but yeah. Well, I mean, that is just a testament to the fucking songwriting. If we could go on a whole tangent and like start our own conversation on that shit, just from the basis of the song alone, like, come on, what else need to be said?
Sorry, real quickly, I love the energy of this song though. It fucking reminds me of like an old System song, System of a Down.
See,
Like it literally reminds me of like War or Boom or.
see, and I got
Dirty Dancing.
like you give very like Riot vibes from the song. Riot vibes, their old album.
Oh,
Riot.
my bad.
So you
who
get-
the fuck is Riot? I've never heard
So
of
you
that.
get
My
you
bad.
get old vibes from Riot. You got that very heavy, fast-paced punk sound,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah.
And then obviously, to go with this message, I think it's perfect.
But yeah, the sound of this sucks. I don't like the song.
That's a good song.
You're tripping. The sound. I love this song.
No, I do not like the sound. I ain't gonna lie. I really. Let's see. Let me pull it up real quick. So, first track, This Is Why, no, I don't like the sound. Second track, The News, no, I don't like the sound. Running Out of Time is good. I like the third track.
Great
And
song.
then,
The fourth track's trash.
yes.
Probably the only song that I don't like. off
Thank
the
you, Siet Isaac, our residential French speaker. How do you pronounce that? Our palm.
Amledou Flamand.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? Are you trolling?
We need an English
Means
translation.
English translation, please. What does it mean?
It means
Sensational.
fuck, dude.
You're literally gonna say that shit? Oh my god. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I mean, really, all the way up until the fifth track for me is like pretty lackluster. Songwriting's good, and then again the instrumentation. You know what, low key? You know what I think it is, and this brings us back around to what we were talking about with the fourth track. Haley Williams just has some annoying shit on some of this album. And that fourth track, that hook is fucking annoying, bro.
I'll give you that.
It's annoying but good.
That
Yeah.
What?
It's
Yeah.
annoying but good.
It's catchy as hell.
It's there you go. It's super
Fuck
fucking annoying
no,
but
it's-
catchy
I
as hell.
hate this.
It's like an earworm of a song that you don't like, but then you
Yeah.
end up humming it anyway because that's how
Yeah.
infectious it is. All of these hooks are so fucking catchy. Whether you like them or not, that's a different story. But to say that they're not
The
catchy,
fourth one is one that I don't like,
I wouldn't agree.
but it's really catchy.
Yeah, I mean, if the whole point of it is to be catchy and like get you hooked into it, yeah, it does that. I mean, if it's good or not, yeah, I guess that's up to the interpretation, you know. But yeah, no, this shit was. I can't
First,
fucking stand this.
first
shit.
listen, first couple listens, it's annoying. It is, but it grows on you. Like Marco said,
Oh.
it's a little catchy. It grows on you.
Okay.
So personally, I'm not skipping it.
Damn.
Honestly, I don't think I'm skipping any of these tracks, but
What?
Me either.
I'm not skipping.
Damn.
I'm playing this album through, but I can see where this one can lose you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, track 1, 2, and 4, they're all skippable for me. But
You're crazy.
I can't.
You're crazy.
I can't do it.
Oh whoa!
Bro.
Not crazy. Jesus Christ. Just outing myself not being the one Paramore fan.
For real, you fuck. Literally, the top 2 tracks are in my top 3.
God, what the fuck, dude?
That's crazy. Now that's crazy.
See?
No, dude, the fucking second half of the album was way better than the first half.
Second half is so goddamn good.
So good.
It is good.
Can't we just jump into the fucking like the only 3 songs left that are like the best songs off the album?
Go ahead. Lead us in.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Big Man, Little Dignity, fucking banger of a fucking song. The intro automatically catches you. So the fucking intro to the song, where's it from? The intro to the song, where's it from?
It's from Paramore, dog.
No, it's from
Play it
fucking a sound engineer.
What song? That's not Mayhem.
Shut the fuck up. Burzum?
Where's it fucking from? And
Like it's a sample?
I don't know if it's a
Or
sample
like
or
an
not.
interpolation?
It could be interpolation, but I've been thinking about it all fucking week and I can't figure it out.
It's from Carlos de la Garza,
Who's that?
the producer.
I feel like it's fucking from where?
It doesn't sound familiar to me. I have no idea. But I agree. This shit is gas. I'm fucking pissed, though. At the very end, they have this super dope jam session going for the last 20 seconds. It only lasts 20 seconds, and then it fades out. I'm like, really? You couldn't have just fucking given us another minute of that? It sounds so damn good. But
Ooh, that's what happened on Lil Yachty last week, son.
which song?
God damn. I think it was. It was Say Something at the end. When you guys are keyboard,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
start going,
You're right.
and
yeah.
you're like, oh, and it starts going up, and then it
Uh-huh.
goes, whoa.
Yeah.
And then he puts in the cassette, and he goes, I paint the sky for you. It's like, fuck, I don't care, dog. Keep that jam going. Because he had the synth going, the keyboard, and the drums in the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it when we get in there.
Oh, no. I got you. That was my favorite song in the album. But no, it's the same exact thing with this, man. I love the groove that they have with that, and then just for them to fade out within like 5 seconds of them starting it, oh, it drives me crazy.
I think her vocals are like the best.
The lyrics in this one are great.
The lyrics, but her vocals, her singing is fucking amazing. The Big Man, and then like that pause with the humming, and then the Little Dignity.
Yeah, dude, her harmonies on this shit is fucking unreal.
She has my favorite line in this one. It's
The
the,
serial killer one?
what was it?
It's the serial killer one?
No. You keep your head high, smooth operator, in a shit-stained suit.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Hell
That's
yeah.
hard.
What was the one you were talking about? Serial killer.
Where I think never mind.
Ooh.
It's not from this song.
It's not the right song. I think it's you first.
No, it's just, it goes like this song's literally just talking shit on
About guys with big trucks that have little
with
dicks.
the truck nuts.
Yeah, with the
hanging
truck
off the end
nuts.
of
Oh,
it.
yo.
That blow out smoke that let off the gas and they go 50 miles per hour, just make big noise, and then get
And then they
videos.
still
The
have to
ones-
stop at the fucking red light anyway.
Yeah.
So what the fuck
Yeah,
is
bro,
all
the
that
ones that
peacocking
race
for?
past you when it's snowing outside, but they're the ones flipped over trying to
Yeah.
get onto the freeway.
Yup.
Fucking dumbasses.
How you
Fuck
gonna
you,
get
you-
your mail now, bitch?
Yeah, you're just taking shots at the big guy, the hot shot, the douchey Chad jerk, bro.
Andrew Tate.
It's lit. Yeah.
Damn.
It's
Probably.
literally
Canceled.
it's
Wrong
literally calling out the
Top G.
white male privilege, the top G privilege, bro.
Yep.
And I'm sick of it. You're a fucking lowercase G.
Bro, he could be the poster boy for this fucking song.
Can be.
All right, guys. Fucking running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
I love this song. I think the lyrics are probably the most profound to me, or at least the most like relatable to me,
Yup.
because holy shit, being the person that I am, I have terrible just like time management skills, but also like the feeling that comes with those poor management skills, because you know everybody has the I'll text them whenever I get the chance, blah blah blah, but the whole song is about like, well, are you actually going to do that? Just because you said you want to do something like that doesn't mean anything if you're not actually doing it. You know what I mean? It's the whole woulda, coulda, shoulda. And like, it's a song about that. Like, yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but you didn't, Like, and yeah, you could feel that remorse for not doing it, but the only way you're going to change your habits is by actually doing that shit. And I think having control of your own time is very, very important. And making a song about pretty much saying, get your fucking shit together, you lazy fuck, is very, very dope. Shout outs to Paramore for that. Like, I just love that Hayley Williams is making a song about her realizing her flaws and then owning up to them, and not, giving herself a crutch, and not, giving herself a way out. She's like, no, that was a shitty thing to do, and I'm going to own up to it. I'm going to make the time. Make the time, people. Do what you got to do, and be there for your people, and do what's right, bro, and stop fucking pussyfooting around. Get that shit done, bro. People don't like a lazy ass, bro. And I don't even mean like physically. I just mean like in your relationships, make the time. If people are actually important, let them know that they're important.
Well, goddamn, that was like perfectly said.
Very well put.
Yeah. This is the most relatable song off the album, I would say, because it's who's never been there where we're running late to work and we've caused an accident, or like something's happened and now we're even more behind because it's all because we just sat there and we knew we could have left at a decent time, but we chose to fuck around and we lose track of time.
Right.
And so that's pretty much what this whole song is about, and it's just her coming face to face with her poor time management skills, and it's something the average person can relate to one way or another. And so, Isaac, you said it best. And so, overall, the song is catchy. It's fun. Again, I like the first half of this album. I like the first half of this album.
Well, no, like I said, this is my caveat. This is a good song. Yeah.
Okay, it definitely follows. It definitely follows "This Is Why" in the News perfectly, instrumentally.
Completely agree.
And so, we're rolling at this point.
So then from here, we only have 3 tracks left. We kind of went like back, then forward, and now we're like in the middle. We have one more song, the very, very last song that we haven't talked about. But the 2 songs that fall right in the middle, You First and Figure Eight. How do you guys feel about these tracks? I think Figure Eight is definitely a top 3 for me. You First is cool, but I guess it just doesn't have my attention as much as maybe like the other tracks in the second half do. It's a really good song, but like especially when you pair it up with Figure Eight. Figure Eight is just, oh my god. We listened to it right before this, and that fucking like that electronic sample played in the beginning of Figure Eight, it just moves so well with it, dude. I thought we were gonna get like a complete electronic song out of it. But then like another, very relatable topic is just being stuck in that fucking loop of a toxic ass relationship. I mean, if you can't relate to that, fucking congratulations, dog.
Word.
Yeah, you probably
You're a
look way
virgin.
younger.
Also word.
Yeah, you're actually right. But yeah. Like I love the lyrical content. The sound of it is super dope. It's this is one, like how I said math rock earlier. Figure Eight definitely gives me that like math rock kind of sound for sure.
You know what it is about You First is that fact that it's in between Big Man, Little Dignity, and Figure Eight. 2 really good songs, and You First just doesn't compare to the two. It's a really good song, but it's not as as good as those two songs, and that's why it's really overshadowed by those two songs. But yeah, I agree with Figure Eight and the whole message behind it, how you get stuck, especially in a toxic relationship, and feel like you can't escape or move past it because of other variables such as feeling alone or never finding your true love or being so in routine with someone for years, if not months, if not longer, and it's just a routine.
So she comes out swinging
Yeah.
in You First.
Yeah.
The lyrics of this one, I would agree with you guys overall about the song itself, but the lyrics again. I know we said the lyrics throughout the entire album are really good, but again, this one, she's coming out swinging again. I mean,
Talk about karma getting you first.
exactly.
Jesus Christ, man.
Can't shake the devil sitting on my shoulder. Who invited you? Yeah, it just goes to show this woman can write a song. She's always been able to, and it shows here. And to follow it, like Marco said, in between Big Man, Little Dignity and Figure Eight, it's perfectly placed. And then going into Figure Eight, this song, this was one of the first songs that kind of like stuck out to me first listen, but it just kind of fell to the wayside for me. Overall, it's a great track, very catchy again, but this was one of the ones. It just didn't do it for me, and I think it's because it's followed by Liar and Crave, which are probably like also two of my favorite songs off of this album. So I just think I couldn't appreciate this one for what it was, because I knew what I was getting after.
Right.
So again, first couple listens, this is the song that really stuck out. But then once I really started to take a deep dive into the album,
So it was more like track placement then.
it was track placement, definitely. Just kind of waiting for it to. Again, I'm not king, but again, I'm waiting for it. Can it be over so I can go over to the next two tracks after this?
My favorite lyrics are on You First. Turns out I'm living in a horror film where I'm both the killer and the final girl. So who are you? That's hard as fuck, bro. It's hard as fuck.
And then that leads us into the very last track, Thick Skull.
Dog.
Okay, you and Mark, you guys have complete opposite fucking opinions of this shit.
Let's end it on.
Marcos, what do you think about Thick Skull?
I think it's it's an okay song. It's a
Oh.
good song to end it off to, knowing the previous two songs that are just slow, but it's just a boring song. It got more boring from Liar to Crave to Thick Skull. It just got more boring. Not bad, but boring.
Because it was the three slow
Yeah.
back to back to back.
Back to back to back, and this one I think is like the most slowest and really like the most snooziest. It's just like, it's like fucking, nothing really makes me want to finish it off. So I'm just like, right, well, the album ends on Crave. So fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why you feel that way. Like, I mean, sonically, it really doesn't do anything like super crazy. But I guess that's why I like it. I like that it's the most stripped back, the most up close and personal, especially with her vocal performance, where she's whispering almost, and that I love like that real, like, I don't want to say raw, but that real just like, I don't know, there's something visceral about her vocal performance on this one. Not that it's like the most craziest, but just that it almost feels like ASMR in a way. Like if you stripped everything else away and it's just that, bro, she'd be giving me ASMR tingles all over.
Damn.
Like I love that sort of singing style, especially since like this is the most of its kind. This is the most like all of those slow songs. This is the slowest, the most personal, and the most touching, So it just fucking hits, bro. It fucking hits.
Yeah, and then lyrically, this song perfectly this is Haley's story. And so for her to go out, personally, I think with a bang, especially like this, with the strip back, with just letting everything out, airing everything out, and just letting it go. I think this is a great way to end this album because it's like, you know what? We started off like, if you don't like it, move along. And you know what? Here it is. This is me letting go. I'm good. You can choose to tag along and follow us or bye.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
100%.
It's almost like akin to the first song.
Yeah.
It like brings it full circle.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a great ending track to this album.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I love that this song is the ending song because, like you said, it brings a full circle. But it also ends on such a polar opposite from what we got at the beginning of the album. Like, this one is
Also
very...
agree.
Yeah, this one's very, like, sullen and somber, whereas the beginning was very fucking fast-paced, in your face. Like, I love when albums, like, evolve within themselves. And I love the evolution that this album took from front to back. I mean... That could just be because I like the second half better than the first, you know? But either way, I love the tonal shifts. And Thick Skull was like, I couldn't have asked for a better closer at all. Okay, boys, are we ready to wrap up?
Wrap it
Yes,
up.
sir.
That it? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start with our ending thoughts, top 3 tracks, and overall score. Keenan, start us off.
Whoo. So
Oh, word? What
Word?
do you guys say?
So, bro, I mean, after 5 years, I wasn't quite sure where they were going to go with this. I honestly thought we were going to get something like After Laughter, which was very poppy and upbeat, very 80s sound. So, the fact that we got this, again, they've matured so much over the years. And... it's cool to have been a part of this, you know, throughout their entire discography. And so to see where they're at now and where they're heading, it's exciting to see because I was saying earlier how, like, these older bands, they just kind of, like, plateau and they're just kind of releasing stuff just to kind of, you know, save face. But really, Paramore they're still doing it. And again, the older crowd is always going to be there, and them releasing music like this, they're gonna attract all the, you know, the newer audience, and it's cool to see and it's cool to experience with them. They still have it, and I'm excited to see if they release more. Hopefully they do. But I guess with that being said, top 3 tracks are This Is Why,
What?
Crave, and you first.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Overall, 7.5 out of 10.
I'll give this album an 8.5. be honest,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
It's really
That's a good
good.
guess.
Out of every album that we've reviewed, this is the most I've listened to. I had this shit on repeat since
Out of all of them?
out of all of them. I've listened to this album probably at least, probably like 15 times,
God damn.
maybe at most. But non-skips too, no skips whatsoever, no skips. I feel like if you really, there's been songs off different albums where I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. I need to skip it. But I feel like I could tolerate the songs that I hate off this album or that I don't like. I can't necessarily hate a track off this album, but like the fourth track, it's annoying, but I could tolerate it. I could push through it because it's really catchy. And seeing that they've grown from their previous album, and then from where they started, they've matured 100%. They've matured. And that's fucking amazing that a band could do that and still sound so good. Coming out with an album that is non-skippable for me, at least in my opinion, you have to be up there on the boards, at least an 8.5. 8 or 8.5, and I give it an 8.5 because, yeah, I've just found this fucking album really fun. Really fun. So, yeah, I think it's a fucking amazing album. My top 3 tracks are 3 is Liar, 2 is Big Man, Little Dignity, and 1 is Figure 8.
For me, this is probably one of my favorite albums lyrically. I really, really enjoy, relate to, and kind of, you know, see myself in a lot of these lyrics. Really fuck with that. The sound, you know, not to sound like a scratch CD, you know, as both of these fine young gentlemen have said, but this shit they've matured so much, bro, and they've taken their sound to to new heights, you know, and whether you like it or not, you can fucking respect it. You know, a band as old as them, bro, they could be fucking washed, bro. How many bands from their era are still fucking doing it as good? As good. You know, they're probably still doing it. But, I mean, at this level of consistency, I don't know. So I really appreciate what they did. You know, some of the sounds that they play with and, you know, stuff like that, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of, but it all gets washed away with the lyrics, bro. I really do stand proud by saying that these lyrics really do fucking hit. Whether you enjoy the song sonically or not, you could still take something away from each and every one of these tracks. That being said, I'd probably give it about a 7. Solid 7, 6.5, 7. And my top 3 tracks have to be Big Man, Little Dignity, The News, and Running Out of Time, with Thick Skull being an honorable mention.
Yeah, after listening to this, I wish I was like a lifelong fan or a long-term fan, you know, because hearing you guys talk about like the progression in their sound and, you know, in their style of a band, I feel like I can hear it, but I just don't know their older shit to really get it. But I mean, like, the music stands for itself. You know, like you said, Isaac, the songwriting is fucking amazing. The lyrical content that Haley puts into this shit is super dope. You know, I think pretty much every member of this band showed out on this. And you know what I really fucking appreciate about this is that it's been the first album that they've come out with in a minute. And to keep it at 10 tracks, less than 40 minutes, I couldn't ask for anything better, bro. I'm so sick of these fucking long-ass albums. But, you know, with all that being said, again, I'm more of a fan of the second half than the first half. I still can't really overlook This Is Why, The News, and 4 tracks. Si comme ça. I don't know how she says it. She says it in the hook, but
That was perfect.
you know, despite the lyrical content definitely hitting on a couple of these tracks, overall the sound is just a little. You know, actually, it's not even the sound. I actually think Haley Williams just doesn't have very good hooks on it. It comes off as like pretty much annoying, especially in that 4th track. And despite it only being 3 tracks, you know, 3 tracks in a 10-track album, it's gonna, you know, impact the score somewhat significantly. So, with that being said, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And my top 3 tracks are gonna be number 3, Figure 8, number 2, Liar, and number 1, Crave. And then that's gonna wrap up our review of This Is Why by Paramore. Thank you guys for listening. If you've listened to the album, let us know what you think about it. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. Then let us know what you think about it. I might as well just start plugging it at the end of every podcast. Like, subscribe, give us a 5 stars, give us whatever you think we, you know, deserve. Follow us again at the Underground Treehouse Pod on Instagram. That's really our only main social media at this point. Hopefully, you know, we'll expand to Twitter or whatever in the future. But yeah, keep a lookout. New episodes every week. We'll see you guys next one. Bye.